Hi. I just wanted to talk for a minute about something that I've been thinking about for the last couple of days. And it's been really kind of like permeating my mind and like just it's all up in there. So it's going to be really rambly and scattered and all this shit. But it's me, so that's kind of the norm. A couple days ago, someone on my Tumblr, very nice girl, asked me, "Do I have any advice for curvy girls who feel pressured to lose weight because by like society and other people?" And I wrote a response to it that I thought was nice and accurate, but it didn't really. I couldn't get all my feelings out there, you know. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that. See, the thing is, I'm fully for changing yourself. Um, I completely support it. I think if you want to shave your head, fucking dye your hair, get piercings, get tattoos, completely change your style every other week, I want you to go for it because it's fun and it helps you define who you are. But and if you want to lose weight too, fucking absolutely do it. I've done it. It worked out great for me. But don't ever do something because you feel pressured to by other people. And I know it's a very obvious fucking like after school special type, hey, be yourself. That's the real secret, but it's the fucking truth. It really is. See, the problem is when I've dealt with this a lot because I felt a lot of pressure when I was twice my weight, literally fucking over twice my weight to lose weight. And I was bullied a lot. And the thing is, when you define your goals, you can hit them. When you allow the societal pressure and the shame to define your goals, you will never be good enough. Ever. There were people who made fun of me for being almost 500 pounds. And when I started to lose weight, they jumped on to the next thing. I was 495 pounds, and I start to lose weight, and they go, oh, well, you should fix your hair looks like shit. And so I fix my hair. Oh, you should change your style. Oh, so I changed my clothes. Oh, your personality has these problems, so I tried to be more social. I tried to be more out there. And then at the end of the fucking day, those same people said, oh man, you used to be so nice and kind, and now you're cocky and you've changed. It's because motherfuckers like you pressured me into it. That's the problem. See, if I decide that I want to lose weight, and if I do it, if you decide you want to lose weight, it doesn't matter why you decide you want to lose weight. All that matters is that you're the one who did it. If you want to do it because you want to feel thinner and you want to be healthier, fantastic. If you do it because you want to feel more attractive to other people, that's great. If you do it because fucking why not? It's a challenge. Then do it. But don't ever, ever, ever let people shame your weight and let them, like, I'm sorry, I'm getting kind of emotional because I've been dealing with this for a long time. Don't ever let people shame your weight and your size and let that change who you are fundamentally, because you'll never be good enough for them. The people, I'm getting really, really worked up. It's been a really emotional week. The people who used to make fun of my weight, when I started to lose weight, like, I remember, okay, I've never told this story to anybody before. When I live in Brooklyn. And I've been losing weight for like 6 years, but I've only started going to a gym about a year ago. Before that, I did all my cardio work outside. I live near a really, really big park in Brooklyn, so I used to run and jog around that. A couple months, I started to lose weight in June 2009. And there were these people who I knew who used to make fun of my weight constantly. And when I started to lose weight, I remember about 2 months into my my progress, I was about, I think, 30 pounds down because of other things. Thanks, truck. It really, really ruined the emotional tension there. About 2 months in, I remember it was the summertime, and I was jogging in the park, and I saw this group of kids that used to make fun of me. And I'm sweaty, and I'm fucking overweight, and my shirt's clinging to my fucking chest, and I look awful. And I see them look at me, and I see them laugh at me. And they're all just kind of like, this fucking guy. Like, I see them making fun of me while I'm trying to be better. And that's when I knew that I'd never be good enough for these people. Because if you're gonna make fun of me because I did something and then I try and and fix it, try and cancel that out, and you're still going to mock me anyway, I'm never going to be good enough for you. And that's the problem with, that's one of the many problems with shaming people into losing weight. Because I've known people, here's the thing, I've tried to be really nice about the people who were unkind to me when I was heavier. I don't run into them often because I don't really hang out with people who I went to school with anymore, or people who I knew in my area. But I try to be kind to them when I interact with them. And I remember about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, someone who used to make fun of my weight a lot telling me, oh, you know, I was just trying to motivate you. I was just trying to like push you to be better. And there's a very big difference between motivation and shaming. Because people who try and justify their shaming you later on are going to say this exact thing, okay? I'm gonna do like a douchebag voice so you know it's like some real asshole doing it, okay? Yeah, bro, I was just trying to help you be healthier. And here's the thing, it's never about health. It was never about health when people shame you. It's not about, oh, you're so unhealthy. Because if it was, if that was about health, the first thing they'd say to you is, oh, wow, you must feel really healthy now. The first thing everyone always says to me is, oh, wow, you look great. Which sounds like I'm fucking bragging, but the point is, the attention isn't on what they try and put it on. It's about you not meeting a standard that they see in themselves and other people. And this isn't just about weight loss. This is about everything. I spent a long time trying to conform to people's standards about certain things, and it made me unhappy. I tried to be the funny guy. I tried to fit in, and I tried to pretend I didn't like things that I liked because they weren't cool. And I started my weight loss journey hoping that it would fix my life, and it didn't. My life is way better now. Let me make that very clear. I'm a much healthier person, not even just physically, but emotionally and socially and mentally. But it's not going to solve all your problems, and it's especially not going to solve all your problems if you let your motivator be helping letting other people approve of you. I fucking wish some motherfucker had told me to begin my journey that that the perspective that you approach it with is what matters. Because if you go into this saying, I'm going to be healthier, I'm going to be fitter, I'm going to look great, everyone's going to say like, oh, Matt, man, you're looking fucking fly, bro, finger guns, what's up? Hopefully not exactly like that, but if you started your weight loss journey like that, it'll be fantastic. But if you started thinking, I need this so other people approve of me, you're never going to lose enough weight. You're never going to be thin enough or attractive enough. Your hair is never going to be good enough. Your style is never going to be nice enough because you don't need other people's approval. And that sounds like a very, very obvious thing to say, but a lot of people still don't. They hear it, but they don't internalize it, and that's really important. I'm happier right now, just as a person in general, than I've ever been in my life. And ironically, I did it by rebelling against a lot of the things people told me to do. I got tattoos that people told me I shouldn't get in places where I shouldn't get them. You know, people told me that, oh, if you get tattoos, and piercings, you'll never have a good job. And I have probably one of the best careers out of any of my friend group, currently. Anyway, I could probably fuck it up. Maybe I will. I got piercings when people told me not to. You know, I cut my hair in a fucking wild way that some people didn't approve of at first. I started dressing in a way that I liked. I did that fucking 8 times, and most of them were awful, but what matters was it was my journey to find what I wanted and what I believed in. I struggle a lot with body image. I struggle a lot with self-esteem. And a lot of it has to do with the way that all of this started. I know like 100,000 people have used this metaphor before me, but let's just pretend they haven't for the sake of making me sound more intelligent. Sorry about that. I got the camera set up in like a weird window frame kind of thing, so the natural light can pour in and show you all my weird acne and fucking freckles and shit. Let's pretend that a lot of people haven't used this discussion before to make me sound more intelligent. When you're born, your body is like a blank canvas. And everything that shifts your kind of like your own style and changes the way that you look at yourself is like a brushstroke on that canvas. And over time, all the blank white gets covered over with all these different brushstrokes and colors. And after a while, you start to kind of form your own style on the things that make you feel attractive and fantastic. And it makes this wonderful work of art. And that's great. But no matter what, all those brushstrokes lying underneath are still there. And it adds a texture and a weight to the canvas that you can't get otherwise. And that's what body image is. Body image is what you are now, plus every person you've ever been. And I know what people know me for. Like, I know people know me from the stupid jokes I make on Twitter and the fucking jokes and shit I post on Tumblr and the fucking Facebook photos and the GIFs. Don't even get me fucking started on that. The idea of just like bullying and what that really fucking means, whatever. Point is, I know what people know me for, and I know that I can come off as like a cocky guy sometimes or an asshole, but the truth is, like, I'm really insecure because it was what I was raised to be. Not by my parents. My parents are loving and kind people. Please don't hurt me, Mom. No, I'm fucking around. My parents are lovely and kind people, but by like the people around me. Because being overweight is seeing the truest form of people all the time. People are very straightforward with you when you're really unattractive or really... not to say that people who are overweight are unattractive, because you know, I fucking some plus size models. Holy shit. So point is, there's no one standard of beauty. Like that's really what I'm trying to say here is I don't ever want you to feel like you're not good enough because other people say you aren't. If you feel like you're not good enough because if there are things you want to change, then change them. If there are things that can't be changed, don't fucking like, you know, I want to be more tan. Let me rip off my pale skin and take the skin of a young Latino boy so I can assume his form. Like, that's not what I mean. What I'm saying is, if there are things that you can change and you want to change, I want you to be motivated to do them. And I know it's scary. Sometimes you'll get a bad haircut. I know, I've gotten almost all of them. Sometimes you'll wear some terrible things and there'll be tagged photos of you on Facebook that are really fucking embarrassing, but they'll make a great Throwback Thursday. If there are things you can change, I want you to be motivated to do it. And not because you're not good enough, because I promise you you are. I promise you that you're fantastic. So many people are so hard on themselves. And they're so fucking wonderful. It's crazy. Like I speak to so many people who are so like judgmental against themselves. Oh, I'm not pretty enough. Oh, I'm not muscular enough. Oh, I don't have this stylistic thing that I want to do. And they're so hard. Come on! They're so fucking hard on themselves. And they shouldn't be, because they're incredible people. And I want you to know that you're good enough as you are, but there is nothing wrong with wanting to be better, because that's what being a person is. Being a person is just kind of fucking up in the right direction until you end up something like what you hoped you could be. And sometimes it doesn't happen, and sometimes that's even better. When I was 10 years old, did you ever think I'd be like this fucking weird looking 6'5", tattooed, stretched-eared, fucking double nose ring, mohawk motherfucker? No, I never thought that would happen. I thought I'd be the most clean-cut son of a bitch in the world, but I'm not. I strayed so far from the path that I thought I wanted when I was 10, but guess what? I was fucking 10. When I was 10, I also wanted to be a Power Ranger. Oh, I still do, but that's not the point. The point is, like, you can't have that kind of foresight, and it's okay to go off the beaten path, because that's how adventures happen. I want you to know you're good enough as you are. You're fantastic. You're wonderful, and I believe in you. And that's why I'm telling you, if you want to be better, you can be. And change the things you can, if you want to. If you want to try that weird, like, short haircut, even though you've had long hair your entire life, fucking go for it. It's hair. It grows back. And you can always buy hats. Hats are fantastic. Have you been to H&M? It's fucking great. They don't fit my head because they're giant, but not the point. If you want to get a tattoo, but you're worried it'll look bad, go look into artists and go, like, try. If you want to lose weight, fucking hit Planet Fitness. It's $10 a month, $20, and you get the black card, which is like unlimited tokens for massage chairs, which are fucking dope. Like, you work out and you go get a massage afterwards. It's the best. It's like somebody high-fiving you for going to the gym. It's great. Sorry, I got a massage yesterday. It fucking saved my life. If you want to change things like that, do it. Please do it. Try it at least. And if you fail, then fuck it. It was worth a shot. But if it's something you can't change about yourself, then I want you to learn to be comfortable in your own body. I'm trying as best as I can. I'm trying to take my own advice when I say that. Like, there's certain things about me that I can't change and that I want to. And so I'm learning day by day to be more comfortable with it. And you can do that. Like, you can be the person who you see on Tumblr who's like completely confident. Like fucking blonde squats. I swear to God. Okay, if you don't know about Tumblr and like fit blurs and shit, I'm just gonna tell you real quick. This chick, blonde squats, is one of my favorite Tumblrs in the fucking world. And she's like the most confident human being I've ever seen in my entire life. And I want to be the male version of her. Like, she's fucking fantastic. Okay, so the point is, like, you can be the confident person. You can do that. I just want you to know that it's okay if you're not there yet, because our entire life is just one giant work in progress. I know I've just been rambling and shit, but I want to get it out there because I don't want. I struggled for so long with this kind of shit that I don't ever want people to have to go through that, and it fucking breaks my heart that I know that people are going through it constantly. And I just want you to, like, I just want people to be happy. Like, that's the whole reason why I fucking made YouTube videos for years and run a Twitter where I make fucking jokes and run a Tumblr and shit. I want to make people happy. That's why I try to not stay around negativity, you know? I want you to know that you're fantastic. And I want you to know that you're doing great. And things that you can change and you want to change, I believe that you can do them. Don't be afraid to try something new. I know it's fucking scary, but that's half the fun. And please just never let some fuckboys bring you down. Like, never let those dickheads that like think they know everything, because they really fucking don't. Never let them be the barometer by which you judge yourself, because they're not you and they never will be. And that's a good thing, because they're kind of dickheads, because you would never do that. You're a cool dude up top. Whoosh. Point is, I think I'm fucking done. Like, I'm getting really, really emotional, but I just want people to be happy and confident, because I'm still working on that, and I think I might get there eventually at this point. And I just want them to know that they're worth something, because there's so many times when I've told myself that I wasn't. And sometimes I want you to know that the things that you judge yourself most about, most people never notice, or sometimes they even love you for. I spent so long like avoiding my natural hair. Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican. I had this like, I inherited my mother's like thick fucking natural hair and her birthing hips, but that's a completely different story. I inherited her hair and I was so uncomfortable with it for a long time because it grew in just so thick and fucking curly if I didn't take care of it. I flat ironed it for like a year. That was a horrible idea. Like, I don't know where that fucking came from. My mom supported me and helped me with it. But now, like, I'm trying something new with it. I got this fucking mohawk going and everybody seems to like it, and I fucking like it. That's what matters. And now the thing that I was so nervous about is something that people love about me. And that's really important. Like, you just, the fact is, you're always trapped in your own mind, and so you notice every little detail, and you harp on so many small things. I don't know if you can hear that Spanish music playing right now, but it's like kind of my jam. I don't know. I think I'm done here. But the point is, like, people are just so hard on themselves because they spend every waking moment inside their own head, and it's exhausting. And it's hard to not harp on every detail when you're just stuck in your own mind all the time. I've said this metaphor before, but you know, if your body is an orchestra and like your thighs are the drums and your voice is the horn section, whatever. Every little flaw you see about yourself is like one note that's played a little bit flat or a little bit sharp in that orchestra. And if you're the conductor, you're going to hear that because that's your job. Because you're supposed to be listening to every little thing going on at once. And you're going to think, oh great, this guy fucked up. Like, this is over. This is terrible now. But every person listening to the music is just so enamored by the beauty and the majesty of it that they don't even notice that one note that might have been played a little bit off. And if you've ever seen live music, sometimes like the fact that they're a little off is what makes it better, you know? It makes it feel more real. And that's what brings our humanity to us, the fact that we're flawed. Nobody likes perfect people. Like, perfect people, the people who seem perfect always end up to be serial killers. Like, have you ever noticed that? But the point is, The fucking point is, like, you're not gonna be perfect no matter what you do, so you might as well be confident with the things you can change and the things that you have picked for yourself. You're wonderful. You're fucking fantastic. I love you. Sorry, that was awful. And just, you know, just try. Just try and change what you can and love yourself and all that shit. It's been like fucking 20 minutes. I'm gonna go. Alright. This got a little bit emotional, and I apologize for that. I don't really talk... I talk about this a lot, but I don't really, like, open up on the internet, like, on video and shit about this. Usually when I cry on camera, it's just to, like, people who've paid for it. Okay, love you. mynannoyances.tumblr.com. If you want to send me more anonymous hate messages, go right ahead. I don't care anymore.